we move forward with the election.
I second that motion. What did you say?
I'd like to make a motion that we move forward with the election.
I second the motion.
Accepted.
Excellent. We still have questions. Deacon Andrews and then Tom.
I was more than willing to offer facilitation, expertise on the issues of Brown Act.
Yeah.
In that I formed, the running mate neighborhood council. When it first started, I happened to be an expert on the Brown Act. I happened to be an expert with regard to working with the Department of Education and the City Council office. I would like to join an emergency meeting as early as tomorrow, if necessary, and of all persons in this room who want to be part of the election committee. And that election committee shall determine a lot of things. One, the hows and wherefores, and make the darn thing as open and as Brown Act as possible. But that we don't go here, that we do it as early as tomorrow, next year, whatever you say, and that we come forward and present to this body an approach to the election. And that we also add the position of recording secretary. I hope that we do not forget that recording secretary is just as important as the chair of the facilitator. That's something I would like to recommend, that we give a recommendation to the body, and then they vote on the package as a whole. That we do not tonight move forward with the election. We're not saying that.
There's been a motion made.
Tom.
Yeah. There's been a motion made, so I'm not sure under any guidelines.
Right now, this is a community meeting, so we're not Brown Act violations. It could be 1,000 motions made. As the chair right now, I've already said we're gonna let the community speak.
Okay. All right.
So we're speaking, we're not moving anything. Yes. We have an election that, it's a motion that's already precedes that, a motion to elect the chair.
Okay. So I'm going to say what I'm going to say in the context that there's this motion to now have an election.
Mike, I don't think he's in the back.
Unless there was a meeting that I missed, the last meeting of the formation committee, I think there were 8 or 9, 10 people, and we had an election, but it was much more of a discussion, kind of consensus building. You had already been doing it, but you would continue to do it. I think now with so many more people, and there's like this official voting thing happening, we're really making a shift in how we're even approaching it. I'm not against the idea of an election. I am concerned that we don't let this community decide that whoever wins, there's going to be another meeting in a month or whatever. This could get very confusing.
Thank you. The lady in the back.
Hi, good evening, and thanks for being here. Hi, my friend. I'm Avery MBN, and I worked during 10 years for doctors without borders, for French doctors. All over the world, for the work we have done. And also, he knows me from working with people in community. We offer services in the community, and I can walk in Skid Row without being afraid, because they are all, I don't know, we are all human. It doesn't happen to any of us to be in the street. And I would be very happy if I can bring my contribution. I traveled from Europe. I was born in Senegal. Went to Europe, lived in France, in all different countries, traveled to East Africa, Tanzania, South Sudan, Burundi, crazy countries. Latin America, speak Spanish too. The crisis that we can see here is really very accurate. Worse when we are talking about the veteran, the way that the veteran are treated here is something that is very hurtful. But we know also there's not only about the personal aspect, there is the emotional aspect, you have the mental aspect.
Excuse me, can you stay on topic, because I think everybody in here knows about Skid Row. You're talking to Skid Row. So right now the topic, maybe you don't understand, the topic is an election for the chair of this formation committee. Do you have anything to speak on that topic?
Well, on the topic, I would be happy to be, to be directly involved with you guys, if you like me to be part of, and share my experience, and also on the voting, yes, there is something that we have to make happen today.
Thank you, OG.
My thing, I don't know how to relate to the topic of the chair, but is it room for I to make another motion that an interim board or something be established? Because I know you're the chair, you're working hard. At this time in this process, a lot of work needs to be done. So I don't know if a motion can be made
happen, and I would like to thank you, General Jeff, for holding this meeting. The reason we're all here today, right now, is because of the efforts of General Jeff. We wouldn't be here if he didn't put this together. So I just want to recognize that. And then also the subdivision process happened because of the efforts of General Jeff, and General Jeff basically alone. So I would very much want him to continue to be the chair, since he already knows who's who and what's what. And to touch on what Ariana said, there is no playbook for what we're doing right now. We are in uncharted waters. This has never happened. There are no rules. And so to recognize that, and then also to touch on what OG said, there's other people that want to step up and help. So I like the idea very much of, personally, you staying on as chair because you know who's who and what's what, but to have an interim board with any kind of folks like these lovely ladies who want to step up and be involved.
Yes, I'll raise my hand for that.
Brother.
Gentlemen, Jeff, if I articulate some of the confusion and misunderstanding. Is there a list of people actually on the formation committee now?
Yes.
Yes. And you're, at this moment, the chair?
At this moment, yes.
Okay. I think what people, the anxiety people are having is trying to understand if they can get involved on the committee level without running for chair, and they don't want, and I don't either, I don't want to confuse, I'm still on your topic, I don't want to, confuse the chair election, but obviously what we need to do is to reconcile this idea of people getting involved as committee members versus running for chair, and find out who is on the committee now, and how we can get involved at that level. That needs to be cleared up.
Thank you. Again, as I said, there's a difference between being on the Skid Row Neighborhood Council Formation Committee, and there's a difference in being the chair of the Skid Row Neighborhood Council Formation Committee. And the Skid Row Neighborhood Council Formation Committee, again, is open to anybody that has interest in helping Skid Row Neighborhood Council come to life. I don't know any other language in a simplified manner to say it. If anybody wants to get interested, I don't have a list of it's any and everybody that's in this room, put it like that.
Who's on it now?
Any and everybody that's in this room, plus everybody that's that's within Skid Row's borders. I'm not Don Garza.
I just want to reiterate, get back on the topic of the chair, we know that we have somebody that knows the rules of the game in the city already. Somebody that's been on downtown outside of the council, that's played with the heavy hitters, is playing with the heavy hitters, even in the state right now. And I think we should move, I don't think Skid Row should move from that type of leadership at this time. We need to continue that forward momentum. General Jim has made it very clear from the outset of this, we're in this room right now, that everybody will be involved. He has made that very clear. I, for one, am putting my chips in for General Jim tonight. I would like to see them move forward with this election. We don't have time to play games right now. People are dying on these streets. We need to move forward. We need to get the Skid Row Neighborhood Council together, and the people need to be able to have their voices heard.
I agree. I agree.
That's it.
Move forward.
My name is Dad, I really don't know what's really going on. I came to Atlanta,
my name is Shabazz, and when I came to Atlanta for help for the housing and stuff, it's almost to the point that it's like everything is like secretly. It's like no one, my African, it seems like it's bothering me. It seems like people over there just like nitpicking and just like irritating things, and it's like and I don't understand it. And then when I get upset and don't know and ask questions, all of a sudden I'm supposed to upset the universe. I mean, what do they want from me? Because I didn't put my application in and volunteer to see these people. So it's like, I don't know, they tell me to move it, or they tell me not to move it. So, I'm dumbfounded. What's really going on? I mean, I've been approved for SSI, maybe not SSD. But it's okay. But what else they want from me? And why I couldn't control my phone? Make a call in, call out. I know I'm not perfect, and I do make a lot of mistakes, and I'm only human, and I admit to that. And but I don't want the system of people think I'm trying to pimp the system and just have it free advertising, like maybe some other people may do, but that's not my motive of attention. And I was proof to show, but that's what I just want to say.
Okay, as I forgot your name, as you said, this is uncharted waters, and I'd like to move forward. And I believe that as any kind of elected position could go two ways, or one or both of two ways. The elected person could use that as a position of power to advance their own agenda, or they could bring people together so we all have a voice. And I see people here that are, I trust to bring people together. I don't know what our problem is about having an election. If someone is dissatisfactory, let's elect someone else. But I would like to move ahead and do this.
Thank you. Red.
Let's do it like this. Neighborhood Community Council. Let's find out what community means. Come together. The brother said that he only had 10 people in the last meeting. Come together. A community comes together. That's why they named it that. So as far as the appointments of the different committees for this, that, all that will be formulated as we come together. There's a spot for everybody that wants one. It's just that community thing. Now let's go back there. Community means come together. I moved in Skid Row 20 some odd years ago. Been there, seen this, seen that. That's not the issue. The issue in forming can we call it a neighborhood? We'll call it community again. Community means come together. So your part can be your part, but you gotta come get it. Skid Row is what it is, and things are going the way they are. You want to change them uncharted waters? Build a boat of community. Come together. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me just explain the process right now. There's a motion that we have before us, which is the election of the chair. This is the discussion before the vote. So while we've heard a lot of people say that we want to move forward, as long as people continue, unfortunately, me being the chair, there's a community, to be fair, is that as long as people are raising their hands, we're going to let them speak. Ken Michael Key.
I'm going to beat that 2-minute timer of yours, just quickly. All right. I support Jeff being the chair because Jeff is familiar. The reason I asked the question that I did is because I know that what the city council voted is they can only have 5 subdivisions in the election year. There has to be an election. You have to go before D-Lane. I don't know if they got their forms yet, but there is a process. Some of it is in place, and if we're not one of those 5, we're messed up until the next election cycle. Is that correct? So Jeff knows that. I know that. There's some people in here that's part of that, and so that's why we got to get together.
Brother Deacon.
Okay, I think everybody knows that's the first suggestion. I raised to the floor, Mr. Chair. We ratified you as the chair and move forward to appointing the secretary tonight. And I said that was the very first thing that came out of my mouth. That we ratified from this body, unanimously, with consensus, that you chair, and that we move forward with appointing the secretary. Somehow that got lost. I know, that got lost.
That did not get lost. To be clear, I moved to talk about electing the chair of the formation committee that led to you saying what you said. Your thing was an addendum to what was already on the table. So therefore, what was already on the table precedes what you're talking about, sir. So while it's duly noted, it doesn't have to mean that we have to move based on what Deacon Alexander feels. Can you please respect what's on the table? We're going to have a vote tonight. I don't know what else to tell you. Anyone else with a hand? Mello. You have the microphone? You have the microphone?
So I wanted to know one question. Whoever's being elected tonight, how do you clean up the tents and the drugs on the corner? One side you have crystal meth, the other you have heroin. So how do you propose to clean that up?
Thank you. This is about the chair. This is not about community issues, so that can come later on in the discussion.
The person who's being elected, isn't cleaning up Skid Row part of the issues that they're being elected?
No, this is about we're trying to we're in the process of forming the Skid Row Neighborhood Council. It's government politics. This is not dealing with community issues per se direct. It's about the Skid Row Neighborhood Council in and of itself.
So it's an office people can elect themselves as a position.
Elect themselves? No, this is right now for the position of the chair. The Skid Row Neighborhood Council is a governing body that actually is an advisory board to the city council that can discuss and advise on issues pertaining to the actual community that they preside over. You're here. You already. Let me explain to you. This is the Skid Row Neighborhood Council Formation Committee. It does not exist yet. So we're in the process, we're discussing and having the next meeting and what it takes to actually put it together. Once it puts together, there will be an election, and the people in the community will actually campaign, and if they want to be on the board, and then if they're selected, then they will be on the board of directors for the Skid Row Neighborhood Council, and then it'll go from there. But we have to create the Skid Row Neighborhood Council first before we have an election. But right now, tonight, what we're doing is we're electing the chair of the Formation Committee. Sorry, brother in the back. Hold on, people.
Just a lot of what she said, I wasn't really completely out of place. I think what we'd like to know is, the people that are being elected, do they know the need, and do they have a plan of how to address it? That's all.
Thank you for that. This is not about the community's issues. This is about the Skid Row Neighborhood Council Formation. Excuse me? The issues right now, the only issues that matter right now are about, do they know how to start a neighborhood council?
Thank you.
Once you start the neighborhood council, then you can address the community's issues. You're a little too far ahead in the process, brother. We're not there yet. So we're trying to come together as a governing body. Hold on. Okay. So you understand that? You good? Okay. I think I see a hand.
Hi, thank you. My name is Demetra Wilson. I've been a member of this community since 1986. This is my first time coming here, and I want to appreciate the forum and everybody speaking, but I just feel like you know what's going on. You're doing a marvelous job. So, I mean, why change it? You know, if it's not broke, why fix it? I mean, I commend the young ladies that's willing to step up, but the process is trying to cultivate Skid Row, cultivate the community, cultivate a coalition, correct? And basically, excel. So, I mean, I'll second Michael. You know, let's move forward.
Thank you. Drop your pen, excuse me. As long as there are hands, we will continue to have a discussion. So, once again, here's another hand.
I think something was just said that's really important. I think everybody needs to understand it, and we need to have some discussion about it, which is the whole idea of community people getting involved, bringing in community issues. When it talks about a formation committee, a core group of people who are going to walk this process out, which might take a year, it might take a year. I mean, nobody knows exactly how long it's going to take. But this is not happening in a month. Okay, this might be a year, this might be a year and a half. Are the people who will get involved supposed to only get involved because they want to get into this internal city hall process of how you literally create a neighborhood council, or are they going to be more motivated by certain very serious community issues and how a neighborhood council can impact those community issues? They're two completely different motivations.
I do not see any more hands.
Good.
Therefore, I see a hand.
Right now, we are all part of the formation committee.
God bless you, thank you. I don't know if you're aware. The psychological act of mind games having a play between myself and my twin brother. And I noticed when I got his phone was working and everything, but when on my phone, anything that he put up, videos, putting that, my phone goes to rise, raise.
Excuse me, sir. All due respect, you're off topic. We're right now talking about an election for the chair of the Skid Row Neighborhood Council Formation Committee. Do you have anything to say on that topic, sir?
No, I'm new to this, I don't know.
Okay, well, we will let you speak later on in the meeting in regards to any open topic.
I do apologize.
No, it's not upset. I'm upset. You're not upset. You know, you all right. I don't have my gun today. So, again, I don't see any more questions. So now we have a vote before us. There are 3 candidates. Brother Wendell. Brother